Yeah. Welcome. James Bond, could you come here and help me, please? Yeah, I cannot see myself. I started, but I cannot see myself.
Camera. Did not open the camera. 是这里吗？
Yeah, that's the camera.
图像是这。这是什么？ 设备吧，这个OBS。确定。Oh yeah, it's here. Is that here? Is that this? Yes.
But I should see myself now. So I don't know what I did. Well, we can call him. I think we can call him.
Mark.
Logan.
New like script or new text or yes.
One last second.
上头，重置也没用吗？
重置一下。
重置有些大，尽量摄像头大一点，不然图片显得特别小。
重置刚才是点哪里来？设置。
就点设置，设置它重置。
默认值是吧？
对。
Okay. Now I know.
Okay.
Now I know. Welcome everybody to the live stream. We're just starting right now. My name is Smart Investor. It's not my government name, but it's my YouTube name. So welcome everybody. We're just starting right now. We had a bit of technical difficulties, but we managed to get it fixed, to sort them out. So how's your day going, people? I hope you're having a lovely day. I have a nice presentation for you today. You know what we do over here. We're always talking about stocks. So our presentation is going to be very short. It has 16 slides. We're going to be talking about Arista Networks, and some of the stuff about Arista Networks are going to be current things that happened a few hours ago that I'm going to be talking to you about. So we'll both talk about what's on the PPT and what's currently happening. So this is the company that we're going to be talking about today. So it's just a stock analysis for Arista Networks. They are in the AI industry, cloud computing. Allow me to just open my browser. Arista Network. Maybe you guys cannot see the browser. So there's so many news for Arista concerning stocks today. So I'm going to talk about, so a day ago, I'm going to also open Yahoo. They have something current for Arista 13 hours ago. You guys can also go Business Wire, just type Arista Networks and go to news. You will realize that most of the news that's going to come out is news related to the business, their stocks, and the likes. So, yep, let's go again. So this is what our presentation is going to be about. We're going to talk about Arista Networks. Anyone of you guys know about Arista Networks? Please tell us if you're familiar with Arista Networks. I've been familiar with Arista Networks for the last week. Hence, we had to, I chose it because they're unique. So we're just doing a stock market analysis, as simple as that. Now, like I always say here, when we do these analyses or this analysis, I don't know if there's a word called analyses, I doubt. When we do these stocks analysis, usually it's for educational purposes. Over here, guys, I generally make my disclaimer. I'm never coming here, even if we do a stock analysis for this company, I'm never urging you guys to go buy stocks there, or I'm never the kind of person who dissuades you from making your business decisions. It's just a general discussion of something that's concurrently happening in the business world. So um, allow me to have that disclaimer. It's just a discussion. So stock market analysis is what we're going to be talking about. You will see that in the PPT, we'll do a bit of background as well about the company, when it was established, when it started, where they allocated their market cap and things like that. So let me just go to the PPT, and if I'm clear, guys, and if it's your first time, also make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit the share button as well. So we are going now. So technology company, so Arista Network, it's a technology company. You can go also and type in Arista Network on Google, it will come out. So we're talking about a technology industry. Previously, we've been talking about, let me think. We spoke on a gaming company. You can go watch the other live streams that I did. We also spoke on a uh, mineral or commodities company, a company dealing in gold, silver, and commodities. So we did a live show about those, excuse me, guys, a few days ago. So today we're going to be talking about a technology company. So yeah, we do know that they are already leading technology companies like your Apples, like your Teslas, like your NVIDIA, etc., which are well known to everyone and are all very powerful and very important, and everyone is familiar with them. However, today we just want to talk about this kind of lying on under the radar company, which is Arista Networks. Arista Networks is a big company as well. So there we go. So our catalog, this is what we're going to be talking about. Arista Networks, we're going to dive into company analysis, technical and financial analysis condition, and we're going to have a summary. Okay, but before we do that, let me just try to read some of the news that is coming out of Arista Networks. This one, you can find it at marketwatch.com. This has been published like 13 hours. Arista Network Inc. stock outperforms competitors on strong trading day. So Arista Network, as of 14 hours ago, their stocks have outperformed competitors on a strong trading day. Let me go on with the so shares of Arista Networks Inc. ANET, they're called ANET, okay, plus 0.27, inched 0.31% higher to $307.49 on Tuesday, on what proved to be an around mixed trading session for the stock market, with the S&P 500 index SPX minus 0.74% rising 0.2% to 5,000.306.04, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average minus 1.06%, falling 0.55% to 38.855.86. This was the stock's second consecutive day of gains. So this is day number 2 of the stocks of ANET stock recording these gains. So Arista Network Inc. closed $21.55 below its 52-week high, which is $329.04, which the company reached on May the 16th. The stock demonstrated a mixed performance when compared to some of its competitors Tuesday, as Lantronix Inc. they fell 0.27% to $3.74. Silicom Limited rose 0.19% to $16.07, and HP Inc. They rose 1.19% to 33.14%. So trading volume of 1.8 million remained 965.899 below its 50-day average volume of 2.7 M. So that is the news that is coming out of ANET. They've enjoyed 2 days where their stock has recorded significant gains and also outperformed their competitors. We did talk about their competitors, HP, one of them, and also the other one being Silicom Limited, the third one being Lantronix. Okay, those are the competitors it outperformed. Also, we do also have Yahoo. Okay, I'll read this one later. Arista Networks, which ANET, a buy as Wall Street analysts look optimistic. So there's a lot of optimism for this one. This one is from yesterday. Okay, in this article, ANET rose what plus 0.27%. Okay, so we'll talk about this later. So let's continue with our presentation. Let's go there. So this is the breakdown. So let's go to the company analysis. So ANET, Arista Networks, or ANET. Okay, so Arista Networks Incorporated was registered and established in Delaware in October 2004. The company is at the forefront of the industry in data-driven client to cloud, large-scale data center, campus, and routing environmental networking. The company's platform provides availability, agility, automation, analysis, and security through an advanced network operation stack. ANET is a software provider for network data transmission and storage with a current market value of 96.36 billion yuan. I think that should be Japanese currency, I'm thinking. Yen, or yeah. Okay, we have it, the version that I have, but we will change it to US bucks. Their products are mainly used in data centers and cloud computing environment. Okay, guys, let me just adjust my mic, my camera. It's a bit small at the bottom there, so just give me a few moments to. I'll just put it at the top, and yeah. Their products are mainly used in data centers and cloud computing environments, providing customers with reliable and high-speed networking connections to meet growing data processing and storage requirements. So data processing, cloud storage is a big thing. It also is more or less the same industry with the AI cloud storage. They are one and the same industry. So ANET is in that industry, in that sector. Probably you guys have heard about them. If you haven't heard about them, now you know there is a company in cloud computing and networks called what? Arista Networks, okay, ANET. You first hear it from me. Okay, let's move on. So that's just a simple breakdown, a company profile, when they started, their valuation, their market value, what they do, their products, and stuff like that. So let's move on. So company analysis, let's just talk about what the company is doing, currently doing, what they've done, where they currently are. Reasons we chose, why we choose again this year, the demand. So why I chose to have a tutorial about this one is because this company is really doing good. So why did we choose ANET to give this presentation? So this year, the demand for artificial intelligence will continue to grow explosively, which is very beneficial for the company's development. ANET's main task is to ensure that AI chips can efficiently access and process big data. Yeah, big data. So they're into chip manufacturing, AI chips to hold big data and process big data at a faster speed. Okay. In the past decade, ANET has shown astonishing stock price performance. I did read some of it just now, and we're going to read more on their stock price performance with an increase of up to 1600% or 1600%. Wow, that is mind blowing. This not only surpasses the growth rates of Microsoft and Meta during the same period, but also highlights ANET's leading position in the technology industry. Its stock price achieved a 96% increase in 2023 due to its popularity of Chat GPT. So yeah, they must be the originators of Chat GPT. They are the mother company responsible for Chat GPT. Okay, so Chat GPT. When I make my presentations, I use Chat GPT. Very, very useful. It's a useful app. It's a useful cloud, useful AI. I'm sure everybody's using Chat GPT, which created rich returns for investors. So, yeah, a 96% increase, stock price due 96% increase due to the popularity of ChatGPT, and which created rich returns for investors. Imagine you are an investor and there is a 96% increase in the stock price or the share price. Wow, those are great returns. The stock performance further consolidated ANET's outstanding position in the technology field. Okay, they are a strong competitor. They're a solid company. Advantages of Arista Networks. Let's talk about some of the advantages of Arista Networks. Maybe you might want to invest in Arista Networks, but you do not know much about them. So let's just talk about the advantages that they have for you. Okay, give me a second. So advantages of ANET, the continuous growth of cloud computing. So you can see down there, guys, they have a picture, an image, a sort of like a flow chart of Arista Networks and their divisions. Okay, we have Cloud Vision, we have Arista A-Care, we also have DMF, we also have Cloud EOS and Arista NDR Security. So these are sort of the core of their business. Their divisions that they're working with: Cloud Vision, automation tool for configuration and management of wired and wireless networks; DMF, network monitoring, analytics, recording. Maybe some of you guys are in this industry, are into networking, so you're more familiar with these terms. Arista A-Care, software updates, features, and break tags. So these are different sectors within the company. And also Cloud EOS, a virtualized containerized version of EOS for hybrid multi-cloud networking. And then we have Arista NDR Security, network detection and responses, proactive network-based machine learning technology. So if you are into networking or you've done networking, probably you've heard about ANET and you know about them. So let's talk about, so I just had to include that image down there so that at least you guys get a clear picture of how this company is about, what products they have. I believe these are their products. The continuous growth of cloud computing. ANET will benefit from the growing trend of cloud computing. Yes, AI, right? And cloud computing. With the increasing demand for cloud services from enterprises and individuals, the demand for data center networks is also increasing. So we all know about cloud. Cloud is storage. Cloud storage. Everybody has got the cloud. I'm sure if you use a lot of email, you have your mobile phone. Now they also actually have cloud backup. For some, it's free. For some, it's you just have to pay a little bit of money to access your cloud storage to back up your information on to back up your information on an asset or on a storage that is not physical to the ones that we're used to, like our hard drives and the likes. It's actually stored in the cloud. Uh, as a leading company in the field of cloud networking, ANET is expected to benefit from this industry transformation. The advantages of its products in high performance, low latency, programmability will provide an ideal solution to meet the growing demand for cloud computing. Cloud computing. Welcome to the live broadcast. We do have watching right now. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you stay inside the live as well. So there we go. So let's move on to the next the adoption, the other advantage, adoption of Ethernet. Okay, the adoption of Ethernet. ANET's products provide high bandwidth and low latency data transmission, ensuring efficient access and processing of data in data centers and cloud computing service systems. Ethernet plays a crucial role in meeting the needs of virtual machine migration, large-scale data transfer, and storage. As these demands continue to increase, the adoption of Ethernet will continue to expand, providing ANET with broader market opportunities, though that is self-explanatory. They're talking about the advantages, and one of those advantages is the adoption of Ethernet, okay, which plays a crucial role in meeting the needs of virtual machine migration, large-scale data transfer, and storage. Now let's move on. Product innovation. So this is the other advantage that they have. Product innovation of the company. So you can see in the previous this slide, these should be their products, both the old and the new products, all five of these. So let's hear a brief breakdown. The product innovation of the company. ANET has always been committed to product innovation to meet the constantly changing market. Markets are always changing. People always want new things, new solutions to unique problems. The company not only maintains a leading position in product performance, but also continuously introduces new products to adapt to the constantly evolving technological environment. This innovation enables ANET to adapt to the constantly changing needs of customers and maintain a competitive advantage. In the future, with the continuous evolution of technology, the company is expected to further consolidate its position in the market by launching more advanced solutions. So there is nothing to worry about for all your storage needs, AI, cloud computing needs. Definitely, Arista is one of the leading companies in this sector or in this industry. Let's move on and see. So, technical analysis and financial condition. Before we talk about what I've prepared, I also I have to talk about what's currently happening. Um, so I will just read it. Of course, you guys cannot see it, but this one is from Yahoo Finance. It's news about Arista. So this has been published yesterday on the 29th. Um, so let's read about this one. Is Arista Networks a buy as Wall Street analysts look optimistic? When deciding whether to buy, sell, or hold the stock, investors often rely on analyst recommendations. I will never recommend you anything. We'll just discuss. Okay, but investors rely on analyst recommendations, media reports about rating changes by these brokerage firm employed analysts often influence stock price, but are they really important? Let's take a look at what these Wall Street heavyweights have to say about Arista Networks. ANET, what are Wall Street experts saying before we discuss the reliability of brokerage recommendations? So Arista Networks currently has an average brokerage recommendation ABR of 1.67 on a scale of 1 to 5, strong buy or strong sell. So currently, Arista is rated as strong buy or strong sell, calculated based on the actual recommendations buy, hold, sell, etc. made by 23 brokerage firms. So these 23 firms that are saying the same thing about Arista Networks, whether you are an investor or you want to buy stocks, you want to sell them, or you want to hold. So it's 23 firms, different firms, and ABR, okay, an average brokerage recommendation of 1.67 approximates between strong buy and buy. So strong buy and buy. Of the 23 recommendations that derive the current ABR, 15 are strong buy and 2 are buy. Strong buy and buy respectively account for 65.2% and 8.7% of all recommendations. Okay, brokerage recommendation trends ANET. Check price. So this is, if you go to Yahoo Finance right now, you can actually uh, check out more about this article. While ABR calls for buying Arista Networks, it may not be wise to make an investment decision solely based on this information. Several studies have shown limited to no success of brokerage recommendations. We're just talking about stocks in guiding investors to pick stocks with the best price increase potential. Okay, let's continue with it. Is ANET worth investing in? Okay. So at the very bottom is ANET worth investing. In terms of earnings estimate revisions for Arista Networks, the consensus estimate for the current year has increased 5.2% over the past month to $7.92. Analysts growing optimism over the company's earning prospects, as indicated by strong agreement among them in revising EPS estimates higher, could be a legitimate reason for the stock to soar in the near term. The size of the recent change in the consensus estimate, along with three other factors related to earnings estimates, has resulted in Zach's rank number one strong buy for Arista Networks. You can see the complete story of Zach rank. So go check out this article, guys. You'll get more insight on Arista Networks. Okay, Arista Networks, you can also go there. Stock price up 1.7%, okay? This is also recent, published on May 29th. Okay, now let's get into our presentation, okay? Let's get into our presentation. Okay, let's go. Now, technical analysis and financial conditions. So this is the long term. You can see it is a very big graphic from when the company's stock was first listed until to the maximum price that it reached. Okay, we want what Arista. Okay, I will do that later. So we can see that the stock price of the company has been on an upward trend since its listing, reaching a maximum of $329 with a growth rate of up to 1,600% or 1,600% over the past decade, making it a reliable bull stock. And currently, the stock price is still in a continuous upward trend. So ever since they listed, their stock price has continuously gone up. So look, stock price used to be at $13, but now it's gone all the way. A single stock for this company is valued at 329. So it means that if you bought it at $13 and you still held on to that stock and you have many of these stocks, it means that your stocks are very, very valuable. And from this behavior that we see, it's very, very reliable to keep on holding onto this stock because it's been appreciating over its value in a long term. Because look at that the growth rate is 16,000%, 1,600%, 1,600% over the past decade. That is phenomenal. I also wanted to talk about the other thing I was reading here. Give me a second about Arista as well. Usually when I do these presentations, I take into consideration everything. Okay. So welcome to the live broadcast. Who are we having right now? So I wanted to talk about Arista Networks Inc. It was up 1.7% during trading on Monday, the beginning of this week. The stock traded as high as $308.75, $308.75, and last traded at $306.55. So when the high for that day on Monday, approximately 2,136,400 shares changed hands during midday trading. So a lot of shares of this company, they changed hands. Some were selling, some were buying. So it amounted to 2,136,400 shares. This company, ain't it, that we're talking about on Monday. So shares changed hands during midday trading, a decline of 16% from the average daily volume. So these stocks are changing hands on a daily. The daily average is 2.55845 shares that get traded hands for ANET. So if they're saying changed hands, they're just saying that some people are buying, some people are selling. So on average, you have on a daily basis, you have 2,550,845 shares. So people buying shares of ANET, some selling. So it's investors buying and selling amongst each other. That's what changing hands mean. The stock had previously closed at 301. So you see that the valuation of these stocks is above $300. So that goes back to our graphic. The highest price that is, so you can get this, guys, from, you can go to defenseworld.net. I may even, if you ask me about it, if you're interested, I'll tell you about it, but it's really current. But from the graphic that we see, so Monday, the breakdown that we have here is that, so on Wednesday, on Wednesday, the stock traded as high as $308 and last traded for $306. Now we go back to our graphic here. You can see that the highest price this stock has had is $329. And on Wednesday, yesterday, it closed, when trading closed, the stock was at $306. So ever since this stock reached $329 is the maximum price, it's just been playing between 329 to between $300. Okay, between $300 to 329. That's the range. But currently, the range is between what? $306 to 308, as per Wednesday close of trade. So let's just speak on what else they are talking about. Wall Street analysts forecast growth. I'll talk about that later, but I have to talk about what's in the PPT. So what I just told you is current news of this stock. So it's continuously on an upward trend, and $300 for a stock is good money. Um, so technical analysis and financial condition, short-term trend. Since the beginning of this year, the company's stock price has also increased by about 30%, making it making it a stable stock suitable for investors with low risk preference. Okay, so if you are into low risk, definitely you want to get this, because since the beginning of the year, the stock price has increased by about 30%. So the price has increased by about 30%, making it a stable stock if you are a low risk investor. If you like a company with good performance, continuous growth, and stability, you can pay attention to this company. That is why I'm giving you these current news about ANET and how its stocks are performing on the stock exchange. I had to give you something that's current. Suggestion on buying price. Currently, there is a support above 283 in the short term. In the current upward trend, there is a strong support between 245 and 249. Investors who want to buy can wait for the stock price to fall back to the support price. If it is not effective to break through the support level price, and then you can consider buying if you are into buying as well. So I'll also just talk about what happened on Wednesday. What is Wall Street saying about them? ANET has been, if you're coming in right now, maybe you cannot see it on the PPT, but I am reading it directly to Stocks Recommendation Weekly. I'm reading it directly from an online source. ANET has been the subject of a number of research reports. Jefferies Financial Group upgraded ANET from a hold rating to a buy rating. So experts say people should buy, right? Buy rating, and lifted their price objective for the stock from $240 to $320 in a research report on Friday, May 3rd. Okay, so this is more of like the month of May and the month of April. I can further go down where it says Arista Networks stock up by 0.3%. The stock has a 50-day moving average of $288.10 and a 200-day moving average of $263.17. The firm has a market cap of 96.36 billion. I did say this in my PPT just now. A PE ratio of 42.83, a PEG ratio of 2.77, and a beta ratio of 1.13. Okay, ANET. So you can go further on and read about this if you want to find out what's latest with ANET. And over here, you can actually find more news about ANET. So let's go on. So technical analysis and financial condition. Financial condition and target price. On May 20th, Evercore ISI Group maintained its Arista Networks rating as outperforming the markets. Okay, so somebody has given professional opinion that ANET's rating is outperforming the market. We did see it in when I began the presentation, the initial slides, that they are outpacing their competitors. And I also did mention that from one of the articles as well. This is from Market Watch. It was released yesterday. Arista Networks Inc. stock outperforms competitors on strong trading day. So they are a good company. Now back to our presentation. Okay, on May 20th, just a few days ago, Evercore ISI Group maintained its A net rating as outperforming the market with a new target price of 300. Wow, so it's going to rise to $340. The target price, the price might even surpass the price that you've seen in the previous pages. It might even hit $340 per share. Compared to the current price, there is at least 10% room for increment. ANET released its first quarter 2024 report on May 8. As of March 31, 2024, the company had revenue of 1.571 billion, a year-on-year increase of 16.28%, net profit of 638 million, and basic earnings per share of $2.04. It's also in this article that I was talking about as well. So go check it out, guys. It's on defenseworld.net. You can also go see they have a great breakdown for Arista Networks. There's a lot of news coming out on Arista Networks. There is Network World. You can also go check that out. They did publish something 5 hours ago. Arista announces AI networking agent NVIDIA and vast partnerships. So they're also doing acquisitions and partnerships and mergers. NVIDIA and vast partnership. So this is also more news for Arista Network. Okay, so there's a lot on Arista that you guys can go and read on both the business front, what they are doing, and also how their stocks are performing. Okay, lots of current stuff on Arista if you're interested. Now let's move on to the next slide. And let's see, so there you go. And summary, high-tech companies, artificial intelligence field, advantages of cloud computing and Ethernet. The stock price is in a long-term upward trend. The target price should be at least 340. The expected price should reach, the target price should exceed its current high. So it should go all the way up to $340 per share. Exactly. So that is ANET for you. Just a quick discussion and breakdown backed by other facts that are currently online right now. So if you want to go check out Arista as well, the news that is coming out of Arista right now, there is the one with obviously AI solutions in collaboration with NVIDIA. They're working with NVIDIA. Okay. Arista announces AI network agent and partnerships with NVIDIA and VAST. They also got the stock going up 1.7%, their stock price. $1,000 invested in Arista Networks 10 years ago would be worth this much today, okay? This is an article from the UK. If $1,000 invested in Arista Networks 10 years ago would be worth this much today, it would be worth 22,000 today. Okay, 22,000. Arista Network has outperformed the market over the past 10 years by 25.95% on an annualized basis, producing an average annual return of 36.53%. Currently, Arista Network, or ANET, has a market cap of 96.7 billion. Buying $1,000 in ANET, if an investor had bought 1,000 of ANET stocks 10 years ago, it would be worth $22,500 today, based on a price of $308.83 for ANET at the time of writing, which is yesterday when this article was produced. Arista Networks performance over the last 10 years. So go check it out. So if you bought shares for 1,000 10 years ago, they would be valued at 22,500 today. Wow, that's amazing. So you can go check out more on Arista. Just Google Arista, and they have a bunch of stuff that's actually coming out. So yep, guys, that is all we had for you today in our live broadcast. Go check out Arista Networks and other articles, much more professional, that is being produced by other experts out there. So this was just a general discussion. That is one of the leading companies. That's the takeaway. And like I did say, right now, news coming out is that they are partnering with NVIDIA and Vast as their network AI networking agents. So that is what you should look for. These partnerships as well with these big companies, these big tech companies, it will also have an effect on the valuation of stock prices and the valuation of the company as a whole. So be sure to look out for more coming out of this week, even tomorrow or by end of this week. There should be major shifts because of these partnerships. So that's all we had, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Please make sure you check out the other video breakdowns, and bon appetit, sayonara.